Jesus.
The Lou Information Station and the Too Many Men on the Mic podcast present the MidStates Club Hockey Association Playoffs. Brought to you by Mattingly Lumber, Vantage Credit Union, WashU Medicine Orthopedics, find us stlouishome.com, and by Benet Kelly Insurance.
The stage is set, the first of an action-packed, hockey-packed MidStates playoff weekend. We got CBC, we got Chaminade, first of two games tonight. The MidStates Hockey Playoffs pregame show is brought to you by Mattingly Lumber. From foundation to finish, house all your home building needs under one roof with Mattingly Lumber. One call, one solution, MattinglyLumber.com. Well, the Centene is already filling up. Student sections are packed. Shouting out to my left, right across. CBC, Daniel Henkamp alongside Jacob Sonic, Hunter Mulholland here producing as well. And fellas, this is the first of an action-packed weekend. This one might be the best one tonight.
I can't even hear myself think right now. The vuvuzelas are getting to me. I think I'm going insane. If you were to hear me before we went on air, I was not happy because I physically thought I was like, you ever get that ringing in your ear when you first wake up, that kind of stuff? It was like that, but 10 times louder and never ending. I love the atmosphere. Don't get me wrong. It's just vuvuzelas when you're getting ready is not, it kind of drives you nuts, but I think that's the point. That's the reason for them. They're bouncing up and down. Everyone's bouncing around here. God, this is game one. We thought last night was incredible in the Founders, and already this might just top it. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 6 games left this weekend, 2 more next weekend. How are we going to handle this? I don't know.
What more can you say? And if you're wondering what Jake is referring to, why he couldn't hear himself think, I'm sure you can hear it over the microphone right now. It's the CBC student section. About 3/4 of them all have a purple horn with them.
They haven't stopped for 30 minutes.
Since 6 o'clock sharp. It's 6:23 now, and they've been going constantly. But that's just going to speak to the environment. Chaminade over here wearing the suits, waving a couple flags. Love the Flavortown Guy Fieri flag.
I love it.
But we got quite the matchup coming up. And I don't know what else to say except for the excitement.
Yeah, two teams that have done a really good job so far this season. And, it's the Challenge Cup. What else can you say about it? It's Chaminade, CBC. Every game from here on out is a rivalry game. Even with Marquette and DeSmet on the other side, whoever meets in the final is still going to hate each other. I love it so much. You're not going to get any teams that don't hate each other in this Final Four, and it's going to be so exciting. And, there's a lot of players. Keep your eyes on here, especially Gio Avenvioli. 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points. Drake Durko, he's got 4 assists as well for the Red Devils. And they've had a little bit more of a spread offense, a little bit more quiet for CBC. 4-2 win, then a 2-1 win over Vianney to get here to this spot against the Red Devils, who really took a beating to Kirkwood. 10-3 in the first game, then 5-2 in the second game. They're a Red Devils team that's looking to get revenge. I think they're seeking revenge too. They can find a spot in a title game against those wretched DeSmet Spartans going this way. At least that's what they're thinking. I know we got a DeSmet guy here that might say something else.
It is fantastic to see this environment start to shake out. We've been doing a lot of grindy games over the last couple of weeks. Last night we had the Founders game. It is going to be electric again tonight. We had a fantastic game last night, in case you missed it. This is what you play for in St. Louis area hockey. You play to win the Challenge Cup. Well, on one side you got Chaminade and CBC, 2 powerhouse programs. But their eyes are not set to end tonight. or tomorrow night. Their eyes are set to end their season right back here at this rink next week. So I expect high-flying power, high-flying offense, lots of hits, lots of physicality. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to watch these two battle for 45 minutes tonight and then bring it right back here tomorrow and do it one more time to see who gets to play for that Challenge Cup.
We will step aside for just a second as we wait for both teams to take the ice. Puck drop between CBC and Chaminade coming up in just a few moments.
Money decisions aren't always easy. That's why Vantage delivers confidence, services, and support to reach your financial goals. With a Vantage checking account, you'll enjoy convenient account access with powerful digital banking and branches across the St. Louis metro. Plus, benefits like 30,000 no-fee ATMs nationwide, cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and shopping discounts. We put you first because Vantage is truly your credit union. Get to know us at vcu.com or a branch in your community. Membership eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
When young athletes get hurt, fast care matters. At WashU Medicine Orthopedics, same-day walk-in care is available for injuries that happen both on and off the ice. With 12 area locations and 4 walk-in clinics, doctors here care for athletes at every level, from peewee to pro. Big hits, hard falls, get expert care, and get back in the game. WashU Medicine Orthopedics, team physicians for the St. Louis Blues, and you. Search WashU Medicine Ortho online. That's WashU Medicine Ortho.
You want a backyard paradise next summer? Talk to Merrimack Pools and Outdoors now. No surprises, great design, straight pricing, and you could be swimming by Memorial Day. Hit SplashSTL.com. Merrimack Pools and Outdoors, turning big Griswold dreams into real St. Louis backyards for 25 years.
That's disgusting. And we are back. If you're wondering what there's been some interesting scenarios here in the Centene. On Friday last week, a week ago today, a bird pooped on my computer and then Hunter just found a suspicious object sitting on the back of his
It was a zin. We won't shoot you guys short. It was a zin under the chair. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. There was a zin stuck to the chair, and Hunter pried it out, held it up like a corn chip, and got real excited. But we are getting ready, and officials on the ice. We're looking for our favorites right now.
Yeah, we don't have them, but we do have an official that we had last night.
Seaver. He did a good job.
He did. With Pickler, and Spent, we're going to be manning the lines. The other two linesmen, our two officials are Seaver, and I'm going to miss the yellow. Turn. What'd you say?
Thurston, I think. Yeah, Thurston.
I don't
think we've had any of those rests for any of our games.
No, we have not. But we're still waiting for both teams to take the ice. They should do so momentarily. Our game after this, another great game, Marquette versus DeSmet, the 3-time defending champions, looking to make it a 4th time. These two teams both looking for a couple wins to rewrite the script.
Yeah, a couple of teams that we opened up the season with. It was DeSmet and Chaminade, the rematch of last year's state championship in the Challenge Cup. And I know for a fact that right now, Chaminade's worried about the CBC team across from them, but they don't really care. I think what they want is they're just seeing this as a roadblock to get right back to that spot. They tied them at the beginning of the year, and now they want to take them down once again.
Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, I can't really control the fact that the Vuvuzelas and the environment here is shaking our camera.
Yeah, it's crazy. So we've not seen this arena this full in a minute, and I love it.
Both teams waiting to take the ice. A couple flags running across the top.
It.
I love CBub written across one of them. If you're not sure what that means, CBub, nickname for CBC. They're singing one of their CBub songs over there where they're jumping up and down, waiting for both teams to take the ice. CBC's ready. They come out, and their faithful go crazy, still waiting for Chaminade here. But what an environment we have so far. And Jake, you mentioned before, we haven't seen one like this in a while, and that's just because Lindenwood's still trying to build that reputation up. But this is a nice change of events here.
Well, you see, there's college hockey atmospheres and there's high school hockey atmospheres. That's why I love high school hockey so much. It's honestly even more exciting than college football. It's so nuts. And, you talk about all of those crazy atmospheres at Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama. I don't think anything tops any kind of high school hockey atmosphere. The student section going nuts. They're getting loud. I mean, the only way I can, compare it to is European soccer. And that's very hard to top. And, man, I think they're real close. You don't get that wild this much. And I love it. I love it. I just love it.
How about this? How about the suits for the Chaminade scratches tonight? The all red.
I love it. I love it. As the CBC's couple of scratches or managers, they're wearing tan dusters. And I'm loving it.
The Chaminade, here they come. Red Devils take the ice, and the Chaminade faithful making a lot of noise too.
What's louder, the cheers or the boos? I don't know.
The Chaminade a little tardy.
They got to booze well themselves. We're not going to be able to hear ourselves today.
They've only got one though.
One compared to about 20.
25-30 across for CBC.
I will say, though, it's getting to a point. It's just kind of like
It's there.
voiding out.
It's there now.
Yeah, it's like it's just kind of background noise now. After a while, it just kind of sits back. You kind of forget about it.
Should be a fun one here tonight. I'm excited to see some of these lines get going and get going early. We saw a fast goal last night. Are we going to get one tonight, Jacob?
I don't think so. I don't think we're going to get another goal within the first 7 seconds, let alone the first 5 minutes. I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up being a game that goes scoreless almost all the way into the end of the first. But who knows? I mean, that's the other thing, too, is that you can predict some regular season games. You can notice the trends. But again, like I said last night, it's playoff hockey. It doesn't matter. It never does. Throw it all away. And that's exactly what's going to happen. And I don't think you can predict a single thing. So this either is going to go all gas, no brakes, off the rails. Who knows what's going to happen? Or it's going to be a 1-0 OT win for one team. We have no idea. Well, I suppose a tie, I should say.
It's semifinal playoff hockey. CBC, Chaminade, puck drop just about 3.5 minutes away. We'll step aside one more time. Cadets, Devils comes up next.
When young athletes get hurt, fast care matters. At WashU Medicine Orthopedics, same-day walk-in care is available for injuries that happen both on and off the ice. With 12 area locations and 4 walk-in clinics, doctors here care for athletes at every level, from peewee to pro. Big hits, hard falls, get expert care, and get back in the game. WashU Medicine Orthopedics, team physicians for the St. Louis Blues, and you. Search WashU Medicine Ortho online. That's WashU Medicine Ortho.
Money decisions aren't always easy. That's why Vantage delivers confidence, services, and support to reach your financial goals. With a Vantage checking account, you'll enjoy convenient account access with powerful digital banking and branches across the St. Louis Metro. Plus, benefits like 30,000 no-fee ATMs nationwide, cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and shopping discounts. We put you first because Vantage is truly your credit union. Get to know us at vcu.com or a branch in your community. Membership eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
Kenny Reinhold is a trusted real estate advisor with 21 years of experience and a proud sponsor of our MidStates playoff broadcast. Kenny is the #1 agent at the Central Region office at the #1 local real estate company, Caldwell Banker Realty Gundaker. With over $200 million in sales and over 200 5-star reviews, you can be confident in your next move. Call Kenny at 314-724-7932 or visit findastlouishome.com. And good luck to all the teams.
Just about 1 minute and 50 seconds until puck drop. Chaminade, CBC, both teams ready to go. Starting goal is named. Colin McNamee going to start in net for the Red Devils. Colby Arnold on the other side for CBC.
And so far in these playoffs, McNamee 250 and a 773. And you got to remember, too, that they did not give up a lot of shots in their series against Kirkwood. They still only allowed 5 goals, outscoring them 15-5. Yet, you know, the numbers, obviously, it doesn't help. But that's a very small sample size to give him. So I don't think you can really go off of those numbers here for this game here tonight. And on the other side, Gavin Arnold, a 200 GAA and 882. Or excuse me, Colby Arnold, who does not play yet this postseason. I apologize. Colby Arnold, he and his brother was on the other side. I can only assume that's his brother, considering the Arnold same school. And Colby Arnold, this will be his first start of the playoffs. So unless they got the names mixed up, and we see #1 in the net. But Colby Arnold has not started yet. On the other side, his brother, though, 200 GAA with an 882. and Vincent Mahino, the other goaltender for CBC. They got 4 of them listed here on the roster sheet. Just 2 of them dressing today. It's the Arnold brothers that will be rocking the pads tonight. So we will see which Arnold is in, but right now it's saying it will be Colby Arnold. And be fun to see him in his first playoff start this season.
Yeah, that's something that don't get to see very much here this late into the playoffs, this late into the Challenge Cup playoffs and the semis, getting your first start. Something to lean on, something to prove. If it's Colby, if they did not make a mistake, he's going to be looking out to prove something here tonight against the Cadets.
And you take a look at their numbers throughout the regular season as well. Colin McNamee for the Red Devils, an outstanding season. The numbers very comparable to the 2 games he's played here so far in the playoffs, with a 194 goals against average in 14 games with a 905 save percentage. Colby Arnold on the other side, a 201 goals against average and a .910 save percentage. So both goaltenders put up some good numbers during the regular season.
Yeah, and you got to imagine too, it's a little bit shocking, but you like to go through all 3, see who you want to roll with. And I mean, it's certainly interesting considering it's the semifinals, but hey, if you can, might as well get in your second best guy, get in the other brother. He was doing incredible during the regular season. Got to give him a shot.
Just about 35 seconds until we get to the puck drop of the first period. The first period is brought to you by Vantage Credit Union, your financial partner for life in Metro St. Louis. Learn more at vcu.com. And it is getting loud in here.
I am having troubles hearing anything at all right now.
Gavin Arnold, backup goaltender, comes to the tunnel.
I love those. I don't think they're dusters. They're actually just big overcoats that are just all matching. They look amazing.
Colin McNamee in net for Chaminade. Colby Arnold in net for CBC. Chaminade will go left to right. CBC right to left. CBC in the home white. Beautiful home white. CBC in purple across the front. CBC purple shoulders, and then the purple and gold stripes on the elbows and on the socks. Chaminade in the blacks with the red and white stripe. Goes all the way around across the jersey and on the elbows and on the socks. So 2 good jersey matchups here tonight too.
I got to ask you, Dan, what NHL team had a jersey just like that as an alternate a handful of years ago?
Oh, I got that one.
Yeah, you know it. Do you?
Chicago Blackhawks?
No.
The Ottawa Senators.
There you go. Yeah. Essentially, literally the same jersey with an L on the front.
Yeah, nice. Yep. I wonder who might have bought that for them.
First thing I thought of as soon as they came out.
As we are about to get underway, Mullen wins the faceoff back for CBC, but it's a tie up at center ice in the skates. A couple Chaminade players jam away. And it's dumped in by Chase Blanchard into the Chaminade end. As the Chaminade faithful are making a ton of noise, you'd think you're at a Chiefs game right now.
Yeah, let's go Devils, they're cheering right now.
Right up Chaminade, quick entry off the line, kick save by Arnold, now picked up behind the net. Centering feet, all alone, it's sticked away. Good stick by number 33. Kieran Arnhem, centering feet blocked off. And now CBC tries to break out with speed. Here comes Peterson. Blanchard he's run into on the near side. Chaminade comes back up and sent right back in deep by Cooper Adjerter. Chaminade trying to get something going now. Quick stretch pass, picked off again, and now they come in with speed. Here's Liam Power. Dangles, quick shot. It's kicked away by Arnold, still with it. Got all the way down low. It's picked up by Brady Bates. Here's Mitchell Napier. This is one across assistant captain Max Rakert. Hounded by a few, and now it's picked up by Liam Power for Chaminade. 2-on-2 if they hurry. Still looking for options. Center repeat. Power waits. Shot. Still loose in front. Still banging away. And Arnold covers, and a few sticks come in late. And Arnold is not happy.
I mean, you jamming away at it, but there was one right at the end there. They picked up the wrong guy, actually. It was Haruvis going in there and got a late check-in. Was actually trying to pry away at the backside as well. Give it a little hello. And they picked the wrong guy to shove to the ice, I'll tell you that much.
Face-off coming to the glove side. Colby Arnold. Captain for the Chaminade side, Robert Gassoff. Interesting name. Sounds like a former Blue.
It really does.
One back, cycled down low.
You need to know if they're related.
By Desmond Allman. Well, I can tell you right now, on DeSmet, they have a goaltender by the name of Maxime Brodeur, and he is the son of NHL legend Martin Brodeur.
We will see him in an hour or two.
Face off, one up. There's another 2-on-1 chance for Chaminade if they hurry. Quick shot kicked away by Arnold. Good kick save. CBC faithful lets him hear it.
That was just well played there on the near side as that was Rubies again cutting in.
Clark, power, centering feed. Quick shot. Oh, it's lifted high. Might have gotten a shoulder. It was Arnold. Williamson now down low. Trying to cycle, comes up to the point. Here's Kamen. Oh, now picked off. CBC 2-on-1 if they hurry. Centering feed all alone. Ryan Mueller shot turned away with the glove by McNamee.
What an excellent elbow save there, just chicken winging it. Well played by the Cadets there, just a better save.
Mangelsdorf, Gunnar Mangelsdorf now in the far side corner. Cycles one down low to Napier. One away though by Chaminade, and they chip it back up to center ice, where it's a foot race, but it's won by Henry Larrigan. A big reverse hit. That's number 17, Lucas Karcher, just lay it out. Carson Trader. Puck shot the length, but it's not going to have the legs. Chaminade tries to break out again. There you go, 3-on-2. A lot of odd man rushes so far for both sides. But it's broken up. With speed now, Luke Becker. Becker takes it across the blue line. Quick shot. So not swallowed up. A little bit of a juicy rebound comes out in front, but only 3 Red Devils there, and they come back with speed. 2-on-2, 3-on-2, 4-on-2. Dropped off. Quick shot. Oh, good blocker saved by Arnold. Shot back in. This one's going to go the distance, and it's going to be an icing with 11:45 to go. The Mid-States playoffs are brought to you by Mattingly Lumber, Vantage Credit Union, WashU Medicine, Orthopedics, Kenny Reinhold at FindAStLouisHome.com, and by Benet Kelly Insurance Agency.
A really hot start here by Chaminade. They've come out quick, and it's just really good pressure moving forward. Some nice active sticks, creating some really good chances on the rush.
Face off one back. That's picked up by CBC. Looking for a feed up to the point. It's picked off. Eric Ewing Jr. gets stripped of the puck. Chaminade's offside, so they just have to dump it in. Arnold's going to stop it behind the net, and CBC will try to break out. Swung around by Cooper Adjerter. That's held in, and a big reverse hit thrown at the blue line by Desmond Allman. Battled away in the corner. 3-on-2 now for CBC if they hurry. Here's Blanchard. Drops it off. Surveying, trying to make a move, was Ethan Mayers, and it's stripped away from him and shot the length of the ice for an icing.
Trying to connect with that outlet pass. Just misses, man. That was it was a good back check there by Chaminade. Not much CBC could do unless they got a little bit more on the skates. But a really smart play. Hit the trailer. May have crashed in a little too quickly.
Face off on the blocker side of McNamee. Tied up by Chaminade and won again. Chaminade all over the face-off so far early as Lucas Karcher looks to break out. Stretch pass knocked down. CBC coming in. Ethan Mears, quick shot, and it's swallowed up by McNamee. So you can just hear both crowds going crazy right now.
Yeah, the CBC faithful have busted out the trusty bass drum to get some crowd action going over there.
CBC
the other end of the ice.
They take up a whole entire section over there too, all the way up from the glass to the top of the section full. The CBC student section trying to center, blocked away, comes up to the point now, where Mueller just has to send it back down deep. Devine down low, centers, no one there, comes up to the point now, quick shot blocked. Held in though by Henry Larrigan, puts it in deep, centering feed, looking for sticks, but nothing there. Bates now, Napier down low, stripped, good stick. Here comes Chaminade. Gassoff now. Tries to dish one off, and he does. He finds Brown, and no one's there. Power, rather. Tried to go one more, and there was no one left as Gassoff puts his man to the boards down low. That takes a late slash. And here comes CBC again. Bates now. Just has to dump it in deep. They'll go for a wholesale change. Clark puts it up, sticked in by Mason, and Arnold's just going to cover it up.
Physicality early from these two. Expect to see that all night long and expect to get it more rampant as this game gets even more tense as the clock dwindles down.
You mentioned it last night with some of that physicality and playing it early, and I think both teams are trying to do basically the same exact thing. You're going on early, trying to get that physicality established quickly, so now teams are backing off a little bit. Problem is, though, when you're both doing it, now you just want to hit each other even harder, even more.
Nobody's backing off in this matchup tonight. It's going to be electric down the stretch.
Usually, I mean, you'd think if one team's out physicaling the other one, that's when you get those moments when they back off. But both these teams are just one punch and then another one in return, throwing haymakers at each other like 10 seconds left in a Max Holloway fight.
Here's Vinavoli on the far side. Hatch just tries to backhand it down low. Vinavoli keeps it in, too. Still in the skates of Vinavoli. Battle away. Now it's stripped. Here comes Crowley. Crowley just dumps one in. A couple Cadets chase after it. First one there is Matthew Clark for Chaminade. Clark battling away. And they're able to break out with a Vinavoli. Tipped in by the stick of Fair. And Fair still stick gating in. It's sticked away by Arnold. Good chance as Fair was in on the breakaway. Battling away in the corner. CBC and Chaminade. Puck comes up to the point. Quick slap shot deflected wide. Mears now trying to break out. Gets it up to Piasecki. Piasecki still battling away with Allman until it comes back out. Vinavoli trying to catch the break-in pass, but blows a tire. Still taking a couple shots.
Gotta be careful. You can't be doing that.
Piasecki through one cross-check, two cross-checks, three cross-checks, and a fourth on a Vinavoli. He's going to send him to the box for two. And Jake, you just said it best. That was dumb.
It's dumb. I mean, you don't do that. They're trying to argue it, but there's nothing there. You go one, maybe two. The moment, I mean, I'm surprised they let it go the third time or the second time, but the third time, no dice. Can't be doing that. You just can't be doing it.
Yeah, and we've talked about it. You're trying not to get yourself and shoot yourself in the foot. We saw it last night with Sekman. Multiple times, Sekman played too physical, shot themselves in the foot.
And the problem is, too, it's so far away from the puck.
Yeah, the puck has been gone. The play is past you, and you're still throwing those.
The puck is if the puck is there, they might let it go, but it's nowhere near. It's so far behind the play.
First power play of the game goes to Chaminade. They're cycling around looking for options. Oh, good stick. There comes a chance for Bates if he could get there first. Chips it forward. And now they got to get back. But Power's just going to circle it back, and they're going to try and break out again.
And they just got to reset after a play like that.
Charles Meinman crossing the blue line for the Smet. Tomahawks a few times and takes it down low.
Really nice footwork.
Really nice footwork. Oh, potential trip, but they're not going to get it. CBC Faithful really wants it. Couple moves at the blue line, and Montgomery puts it in deep. That's JP Montgomery. Meinman back up to Montgomery. Near side for Krubs. Now Power. Liam Power. Montgomery. Quick shot looking for deflection. Nothing there. Still Montgomery. Or Krubs, rather. Cross-ice feet. Shot deflected. Still loose. Bouncing away. And it's covered by Arnold. Couple extracurriculars in front as Vinavoli was trying to get a stick in there.
Love to see it. Just to put it in perspective, the team so far here, Chaminade is 66.7% on the power play here in the postseason, while CBC 0% on the power play, only 66.7% themselves on the penalty kill. Chaminade 100% on a penalty kill. So the Chaminade special teams have been dangerous and they've been efficient. Now, this is really the game where you got to start locking down for CBC. Obviously, it's just a 2-game sample again, but still, 2 games that are doing that, that's pretty good.
Face off one back by Chaminade. Quick feed out to the point. Sticked away by Napier. He's going to keep trying to take it himself. Gets a leg in there, and here they come 2-on-2. Blanchard trying to find Napier, who's tied up with a good stick.
That was a little close there. Coming in on it by Fair. He got him low in the leg. It knocked him off, and it was really close interference.
Oh, what a move. Napier tries to dance around another one-handed toe drag on the backhand. Wow. Napier showing some skill early. Here comes Chaminade with speed. In, quick shot. Instead of centering feed, fake the shot. Still bouncing around. What a shot fake. Is it trying to go D to D? Rolls off the stick of Lucas Karcher. Just unlucky. 7:13 to go in the first. 20 seconds to go on the opening power play for Chaminade. Ewing Jr. to Gassoff now at the blue line. Gassoff looking for options. Still, he's going to take himself from the circles. Just had that upper corner and shot it high. Could see where he was going. Just about 5 to go here on the power play. Chaminade looking for one last push. But a good stick and some good pressure is going to hem them in their own zone, and we're back to even strength. Brought across the line by Chaminade. Centering feed looking for an option. Nothing there. Here comes CBC 3-on-3. Push forward, big hit to squeeze off the puck, and CBC can only get the puck in deep. Now they get it back up at their own blue line. Battling away in the corner on the near side. Couple guys go in, and it's brought out by Chaminade. Not sure where the puck is. Centering feed, nothing there. Brought out by CBC. Recker looking for option. Shot just gets deflected into the near side corner. It's picked up. Mueller just cycles it back down low. Right up now to the point. Gunnar Mangelsdorf, who cycles it right back down to Bates. Picked up with speed now for Chaminade. Woodward, quick shot turned away by Arnold into the far side corner. Woodward's just going to put it right back down low. Cooper Jerder. Cross ice looking for the stick, and Napier deflects it a little bit. Just not going to go far enough into the Chaminade zone. Instead, it's going to come right back to Napier, but they're off sides, and Brady Bates looking for the breakout pass, just bounces wide. And they're in. Chaminade forehand backhand. Turned away, still loose. It's covered, no goal. Arnold squeezed it up. Chaminade was celebrating like they thought it went in. No signal from the official, no goal. What a save from Arnold.
Good move, better save. Excellent job by Arnold. And that's the simple thing, to stick with the puck. He didn't bite. He kept moving with the skater, and he makes a really nice save.
Arnold being tested early. 5:26 to go in the first. Shots in favor of Chaminade. 10-2.
Did you see who was getting in there on Arnold there as the whistle was blown? That was Anna Novelli. That's about the third time he's been in there in the crease when the puck is being stopped.
CBC trying to get something going on the breakout. Just can't. Vinavoli has to put it back in deep. Krubs down low. Power now on the far side. Tries to stick it back up to the point. Goes off the official. CBC might have a chance for a quick break. Power now. Tries to dance around one. Still with it. Still can't get it in deep, though. Tries to put it back to his own end. Now we got a foot race to it. Might be a misplay puck. Robert Kelly, first one there for CBC. Kelly still with it. Takes a couple shots. Kelly still with the puck in his skates. That's Karcher battling away with Kelly in the near side corner. Vinavoli picks it up. And Chaminade looks to break back out. Cross-ice saucer feed for Mindman. Stick forward looking for power. There's Mears in his own end. Can't really get it out. The centering feed. Vinavoli all alone. Shot. He roofs it. Scores! 1-0 Chaminade. What a pass. What a shot. Vinavoli blows the tire as he's going to celebrate in front of the CBC faithful. But nonetheless, 1-0 Chaminade. 4:33 to go in the first.
Well, that's the one thing you can't do, blow the tire, but what a play by the Red Devils there. An excellent play of Vinavoli. Recognized it off of the turnover. An excellent feed right down the middle. Vinavoli was wide open. There was no chance. It made a simple move and goes high over the glove. That's why he's such a great goal scorer.
The Chaminade faithful are about to take the boards down here on the near side.
And can you blame them? They've had the upper hand all game so far. 11-2 on shots, and now 1-0 on the scoreboard. Battling away in front of the CBC bench. Just comes back to Mindman. Briggs rather. CBC trying to get in deep. Can't even really get any sustained pressure in the Chaminade zone so far as Palmer Mason now takes it in the CBC zone. Looking for a centered feed. It's just sticked away by associate captain Joe Thornhill.
Got to be careful there. A couple of plays to the backside.
Yep. See those numbers? You got to let up a little bit. Puck shot from the point, deflected up and into the netting and out of play.
I really got to give the flowers there to Krubs rushing through. Excellent job. He picked it off, and a really good recognition by Vinavoli. That's why he's such an excellent goal scorer, and I think it's partially not just because he's got a nice set of mitts, but he's got really good vision, really good sense. That's what created that chance down low, and a really good rush in, and Again, though, you got to give it to Rubes, who made a really nice offensive forechecking play, picked up his head.
Loose puck out in front, kicked away by Arnold. Oh, what a chance was that for Chaminade. CBC is trying to get something going, looking for Napier on the breakout. Tried to play it up, but Napier still with it. Drive to the net, short side shot, and it's swallowed up by McNamee. He had that near side corner.
Yeah, he was about halfway into the net as well.
Yeah.
He was hugging that post as much as he could. He chested that. It might have been on the goal line.
Napier, a member of the Junior Blues that play out of Afton, not the AAA Junior Blues.
That's an NA3 if anyone's not aware of that. That's junior hockey. That's above AAA.
We got 2 chances for Chaminade. It's that power, 6 it in. He's in all alone, trying to spin back. What a defensive effort from Ryan Mueller. And now they're just fighting in the corner. Mueller and Power, no call. The stick comes down, the puck's in Power skates, looking for a centering feed to gas off, and it comes back up to the point. Shot from the point, fake shot from Allman. Centering feed, quick shot, blocked in the front by Gasoff, goes off the back of the leg, right about the calf area. CBC tries to clear. Here's Napier, 1-on-3, tries to dance through Allman. Napier, Allman, great defense just to stay with it, even though he blew a tire.
You really got to hand it to Chaminade. They've been creating such great offense despite the physicality.
Gasoff, Power, in Olo, turned away by the pad of Arnold.
That was just an excellent move there, but again, another better save by Arnold. Tried to go 5-hole, and Arnold just pulled that pad in quick enough.
Far side off the boards, Karcher. Good pass, now Mindman at the hatch mark, cycles it down low. Thomas Fair, got 2 cadets on him. Still battling away, puck comes out. Avina Voley tries to stick one toward the net, and it goes just wide. Ewing Jr. Now cycling down low, Avina Voley. Looking for options, 2:24 to go here in the first. Avina Voley takes a cross check, no call. And here comes Blanchard. 2-on-2. This is off to Mullen, but it's picked off. Chaminade gets it back in once again with Eric Ewing Jr. Cooper Jerder. Blanchard now battling away in the corner with Avina Voley. Still with Avina Voley now. Looking for help. 3 cadets to 1 Red Devil on the puck. And now CBC finally gets it, and they're just going to chip one out to center ice over the head of a jumping Matthew Clark and back into the Chaminade zone. All CBC has been able to do so far is just get the puck out of their own zone. They can't get any sustained O-zone pressure. They can't even really get a dump in and try to set up.
No, it's just such an excellent job by Chaminade. Again, the vision is just excellent, and their footwork is helping them out so well. And part of it, too, is they're withstanding all this physicality so well.
Henry Larrigan tries to break out. Instead, just comes to the stick of Connor Kamen. And now chipped right back in by Chaminade, and it's covered by Arnold. A couple Red Devils coming hard. Joseph Demko coming in the hardest.
There you go. We've got to get hard to the net.
Well, it's Arnold's first start in the playoffs, and Chaminade's letting him feel it. And they've been doing it early. They want to let him know, hey, we're going to be here all night long.
Face-off coming to the glove side of Arnold. Luke Becker tried to win it back, was tied up though. Good face-off tie-up from Drake Durko. Sent the length of the ice. CBC trying to get there first, and no, they're not gonna.
Yeah.
They've crossed the red line before they could get there.
Got to get that stick out to touch it. That's the USA hockey rules for youth level up to high school. That as soon as it crosses the red, doesn't matter. There's no touch-up. There's no, I should say, kind of the delayed icing or hustle rule icing is probably the best way to put it. It's just as soon as it crosses the red, it's an icing.
Face off again to the glove side of Arnold. Becker talks to his line mate Mueller, but Chaminade still wins the face-off. Down low. Cycled to Gasoff behind the net. Gasoff with Becker all over him. Still looking for an option. Was able to find Rubes. Gasoff still spin around shot into the midsection and saved by Colby Arnold. Advantage Credit Union wants to give you a little financial boost. Right now they're offering you $250 to join as a new member. Just open a new checking account. Use promo code SCL250. It's that easy. Whether you're saving for hockey tickets, your next financial goal, Advantage is here to help. Visit ecu.fyi/checking today. Shots 14-3 in favor of Chaminade with 54 seconds to go here in the opening frame. One again by Chaminade on the faceoff. Near side, quick shot fanned on. That goes into the corner. That was Lucas Karcher. One hand sticked up by Andrew Mullen. He's still with it now. Crossing the red line, still looking for options. He's taking him himself. Mullen, quick shot. Oh, he had that top corner, just lifted it high. Over the blocker of McNamee. Karcher trying to get it out, sticked away again by Mullen. Mullen still with it. Up to the point now. Another shot fanned on by CBC. He's still with it. Looking for options and couldn't find anybody. Was Henry Larrigan. Here's Gassoff, one-on-one, one-on-two. Now Gassoff tries to make a couple moves. It's going to take it down low. With two cadets on him, putting the boards. Nice hit from Peter Nadeau. Near side now, Blanchard off the glass. Come up, picked down by Allman. Allman's just going to slap it right back in, and that's going to do it for the first. All Chaminade, they're period one, 14-3 shots on goal, and they lead 1-0 on the scoreboard. Period two, when we come back.
Money decisions aren't always easy. That's why Vantage delivers confidence, services, and support to reach your financial goals. With a Vantage checking account, you'll enjoy convenient account access with powerful digital banking and branches across the St. Louis metro. Plus, benefits like 30,000 no-fee ATMs nationwide, cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and shopping discounts. We put you first because Vantage is truly your credit union. Get to know us at vcu.com or a branch in your community. Membership eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
You want a backyard paradise next summer? Talk to Merrimack Pools and Outdoors now. No surprises, great design, straight pricing, and you could be swimming by Memorial Day. Hit SplashSTL.com. Merrimack Pools and Outdoors, turning big Griswold dreams into real St. Louis backyards for 25 years.
Period two between Chaminade and CBC, and this is almost certainly going to be a very exciting period. CBC's just looking to try and get something going so far. Only 3 shots to Chaminade's 14, and that's part of the reason that they trail 1-0. But it's not even just the shot. CBC can't even really get into the Chaminade zone to even set up or get anything going.
Yeah, and it's just shocking, too, because you look at how these teams matched up in the season. 1-1-1 across the board between these two teams. It was CBC first, Chaminade 10 days later, and in the beginning of January, they tied. 5-3 CBC first one, 5-1 Chaminade second one, and then it was a 3-3 tie. And you see score lines like that, you'd think this would be a lot tighter game. You know, one of them was a 5-1, but the other one was 5-3 too. It's been so back and forth. Last time they tied. What's going on here? 1-0 and they're 14-3. You really got to wonder what's going on here.
Yeah, it's a very extreme matchup to have every single year, and you get these guys 3 times a year, and to see them in the playoffs, they know each other. They know what the other side is good at. They're going to try and really lock down on that. So that's why I think you're seeing more of a defensive battle here tonight.
Well, part of it too is CBC is just kind of looking to throw them through the glass right now, and the physicality. I kind of said it last night. Physicality doesn't translate into goals. You got to be able to score, and Chaminade's just doing a great job of withstanding that right now.
Karcher tried to cycle one up, got blocked, and then another shot came in, and Karcher blocked that one. Down low now, CBC. There's Robert Kelly looking for options center. Nothing there. Vina Volley just has to put it back over the point where Jerder's going to try and shoot a knuckle puck towards the net. Wouldn't make it there, but eventually McNamee is there to cover it up. It's a 3v1 in the corner now.
That end of the ice seems to like the extracurriculars.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're right in front of the CBC faithful who just are letting those oranges flare.
All right, that's a pretty good sign. You got a Swiss cheese over there. Except for the fact that he has yet to let up a goal.
I'm more of a pepper jack guy myself, personally.
I'm more of just a straight-up cheddar. Shot from the point, kicked away. Now they're now down low, takes a hook, got away with one. Center feet still jamming away. Quick shot from Andrew Mullen, and then he almost gets put in a chokehold.
It was pretty close. That was almost like a rear naked choke. It was getting there.
That's our UFC aficionado, Jake Stonick.
I'm so mad. As much as I love doing hockey, I'm like, I gotta miss Strickland Hernandez tomorrow night.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe Sean Strickland might be a St. Louis native.
I really gotta Google that, because I feel like you're right, but at the same time, I don't know.
Face off won by CBC. Finally, Brady Bates was able to win one, but Chaminade just gets it right back out to center ice. Gassoff now 2-on-2. Power didn't realize that they got in. So Gassoff pulls up, looks for options. Back door. Goes off the stick of Colin Rubes. Over Bates. Now it's gloved down by Gassoff. 3-on-2 for Chaminade. Gassoff takes it himself, tries to toe drag around. Probably should have just taken the shot, but instead looked for the stick of Power. The pass goes out of the reach of Napier. And another chance for Chaminade to come in. Dancing around one. Down low. Power has Gassoff in the center. Power, a couple tomahawk skates at the red line, now up to the point. Back to Power. Backdoor feet shot. Just goes high over the net. That comes right back out to center ice to Power. As Matthew Clark was streaking into the back door and just put one high. Connor Kamen now for Chaminade. Got to be careful with the sticks. Piasecki almost took a trip. Push forward, attempting to be backhanded in by Chaminade captain Tyler Williamson. He goes across ice to Kamen in front of the CBC bench. A couple shoves. In the skates now. Palmer Mason. Puck still jammed on the boards. Still battling away. Now it's one pulled out by CBC and Carson Trader. Trader down low, shot kicked into the corner by McNamee. Second chance wasn't there, and with speed now comes Chaminade. 3-on-2. They might have been offsides, and they were.
Yeah, it was Bill Meyer was ahead of steam, but he was just too far ahead of the play. Got to recognize that as a skater. You got to know, and he didn't even really try to drag the foot either. Real nice pickup there by the linesman.
Just over 2 minutes in to the second period. Chaminade leads 1-0. CBC trying to close that score gap, or that shot gap. Now it's 15-7 in favor of Chaminade. Face off one back by CBC all the way back to Arnold. He sticks it back to his left side. Now they try to break out again. Cross ice feed. Here's Max Rakert. Tries to go from Archer. Archer plays some good defense, but it comes right back out to Rakert. Dancing around down low. As Durko all over him, wrapping him up. Durko's got to be a little careful there. Mindman now with the puck for Chaminade. Off the boards. Looking for a streaking Demko. They couldn't get there in time. Rakert would have been one-on-one, but another good stick from Archer, and he dances around another. Mindman backhands one across to Durko. He tries to play one forward again, and it's chipped out by CBC. A lot of just chip and chase so far for CBC. 2-on-1. Chaminade. Looking for option. Quick shot. Arnold just steered it aside. That was Durko. Had the backdoor feed wide open with Woodward. Shot the length by CBC, and this one's going to go again for an icing. Second period is brought to you by WashU Medicine Orthopedics. Hockey moves fast, and so should care when young athletes get hurt. At WashU Medicine Orthopedics, same-day walking care is available for injuries that happen on the ice, at practice, or anywhere kids play. The 12 locations across the St. Louis area and 4 walking clinics where pediatric and sports medicine experts care for athletes of all ages and all levels. From first skates to big saves, bumps and bruises are part of the game. Expert care shouldn't be a question. WashU Medicine Orthopedics team physicians for the St. Louis Blues. Be treated like a pro. WashU Medicine Ortho online. 11:39 to go here in the second. Still 1-0 Chaminade. As Allman picks it up at the blue line, takes it back in himself. Allman pulls up, looking for options. Backdoor, quick shot, sticked away and into the netting. Okay. I was going to say, I was pretty sure that puck went into the netting, but a little bit of a late whistle as Fair let one go.
Kind of want to know why the Chaminade student section was chanting Robert Thomas.
I heard the first name sounded like Robert. I heard the Thomas for sure. I wasn't sure if that's what they were saying. That doesn't really make much sense. I don't know how that would be considered a chirp either.
Not exactly sure.
We'll figure it out. Good chance for Chaminade on the faceoff with Fair. Fair still with it now. The far side circle. Fair. Backdoor feed. Evita fully shot. It's turned away by the midsection of Arnold. And now here comes CBC Bates. Napier got lucky. Might have got away with an interference there. Bates now down low. Has Piasecki in center ice. And another good stick by Allman. Out of the way picked up by Fair. Thomas Fair now. Tries to go cross ice. Picked up by Piasecki, who's tripped up at the blue line, but the play was offsides. Piasecki and Avinavoli have a few words.
Well, that's the pair that got the first power play on the move earlier, as Avinavoli was being cross-checked a couple times. So maybe it's a little retaliatory there at the blue line.
Certainly wouldn't be surprised. Luke Becker lining up on the face-off across from Colin Rubes. One back by Becker. Cross ice feed, and CBC dumps it right in. First one to it is Kamen. Tried to put it back and had Carson Trader there, but it came right back to the stick of Kamen, who tries to flutter one up for Power, who is streaking. A good stick by CBC, and it goes right back into the Chaminade end. CBC trying to get some sustained pressure here. Instead, Gassoff dances through one as Power backdoor. Power, quick shot! He had the net wide open and fired it wide.
I think Arnold got a blocker on that.
Arnold might have got a blocker too, and I'm not sure. CBC trying to get something going. Power picks it up now, makes a couple moves. Now he's in one-on-one. Power drives to the net, and it's kicked away by Arnold. Cross ice feed at the point. Mindman shot deflected high. One-time backhander, the net pops off.
I think it was off beforehand.
I was going to say it came off on the one-time shot from Power.
Just didn't come off fully, a little bit hard to catch.
That's a prime opportunity for Chaminade. You've mentioned it. CBC is not sustaining offensive pressure. They're chipping in and they're playing a lot of chase. They're not getting any designed rush into the zone to set up any offense against Chaminade right now. And that's really why you still see them under double digits in the shots column.
Chaminade leads CBC on the shots 17-7 right now, and 1-0 on the scoreboard with 10:06 to go here in the second. Face-off tied up and eventually won back by CBC. Peter Nadeau looking to break out. Oh, got a little too close to Arnold there for comfort. They got lucky. Instead, stripped now. Chaminade, quick chance, backhand shot. Swallowed up by Arnold right between the armpit and the blocker there. Beckham Billmeyer got it. Face-off now coming to the glove side. Again, won by CBC. Jerder now off the boards now. Here they come. Mullen, 3-on-2. This one going to the net. You know, he can't miss. A little bit of a shove down from Mindman, but not nearly enough there. Jerder now at the point. Quick shot blocked. The Chaminade try to get back out, and it comes right back in. The CBC still offsides. Wonder where they're going to blow it down. Andrew Mullen needs to get out of the zone.
They gave him the benefit of the doubt there. Usually don't give him that much, especially going towards the puck, but he got lucky.
Mindman circles one in deep. Arnold, a huge interference hit thrown at center ice.
I don't know if it might have been a little bit more of a collision than it was.
It's a little incidental, but sometimes penalties aren't intentional.
That's true.
Here comes CBC again. Peter Nadeau backhands one in deep. CBC will go for a wholesale change. If Chaminade can hurry, they would have had a breakaway opportunity, but couldn't realize that they had fair all the way up at the blue line. This one goes the distance. Avina Voley's not sure why it's an icing, but it is. The Mid-States Hockey Playoffs are brought to you by Mattingly Lumber, Advantage Credit Union, WashU Medicine Orthopedics, Kenny Reinhold at FindUsSt.LouisHome.com, and by Benet Kelly Insurance Agency.
All right, now CBC just got to be something. Got to get some more recognition on the plays, especially in the offensive zone. They're just kind of firing towards the net as much as they can, and they're not connecting because of it.
Quick shot from the left, kicked away. On the rebound with Piasecki was waiting there, and he throws a big reverse hit on Allman. Looking for Napier in center ice, trying to feed it to him, and Bates wins it. Now Napier. Picked off again by Chaminade. Getting a little chippy here. Oh, fanned on. Here comes Avina Voley, 2-on-1. Avina Voley, toe drags, quick shot. Oh, it's good blocker save into the corner from Arnold. Here's Piasecki now looking to break out, looking for Napier. It's picked off by Avina Voley again. Tries to backhand one deep. Just goes to the stick of Henry Larrigan. Sent right back in by Chaminade. Bouncing puck right into the midsection. They're still offsides in this one. They're not going to give him as much leeway. $8:10 to go here in the second. Shots 18-8 in favor of Chaminade.
They're still letting McNamee know it, even though he's stopped everything coming his way.
Gotta love high school hockey.
We love it.
Backer wins the faceoff back for CBC. Gets it right back to him. Tries to cross the red line, get it in deep. Instead, stripped by Power. Now here comes Gassoff. Backhand feed. Across and pulling up his Rubes. Rubes now dancing around a couple, looking for Kamen, and CBC can have a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Trader trying to dance around a couple. Good stick, good defense from Matthew Clark. Puck comes up to the blue line. Not out. Now it does get out. Goes back to Mears. Cross ice for Nadeau. Deflected in, and here comes Schrader. Had Mangelsdorf at center ice, but couldn't get it to him. Mangelsdorf now goes after Lavera on the corner. He backhands it right back up to center ice. Larrigan now looking for options. Deflected in by Schrader. Instead, goes right up into the CBC faithful for some friendly fire.
Souvenir.
Let's see. Hold it up, boys. Hold it up.
Did we make the catch? Oh, throw it back.
What is it, baseball?
That's an interesting. I'm not sure if anybody realized that the puck's back on the ice.
I think.
Now they do. Okay. It's like throwing a baseball back on. Isn't that like a Boston thing?
It's Chicago does that too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of places that do that.
I don't mind Boston, but I hate you. Everyone knows how much I hate the Cubs, so.
I would expect you to if you're a St. Louis Cardinal fan in any aspect.
Bottom tier city.
Chicago's not that bad. It's just the sports teams.
Yeah. Held up, hooked up, whatever you want to call it. Was Larrigan. I mean, he had Woodward all over him. Woodward might have got away with one there.
It's one of those things, too, that it's the playoffs. Refs don't want to intervene as much. So if it's not super blatant, if it's not over the top, they're not going to be making those calls. But, hey, we talked about the difference between letting them play and the fine line of just straight up missing everything. And, you know, I don't think that's something. I think that's more on the definitely letting them play. It's ticky-tacky. Don't get me wrong, you might be able to call that, but I don't think it was.
Quick shot from Joseph Demko from the top of the slot. He completely beat Arnold, but he didn't beat the crossbar, and it goes up and into the netting.
Oh, what a chance. Arnold beat on the near side glove and just rang iron after a really good move on the far side.
As time dwindles down here, you got to think that the CBC coaches are really hoping to find the equalizer here and reset when they get to go to the locker room for the second intermission.
Mullen on the faceoff, but is won by Durko. Durko still with it down low. Puts it back up to the point for Ewing Jr. Or Karcher, rather. Woodward tries to get one back up to the point. Mindman dances to the front of the net and it's sticked away just before he can get a shot off. So with the Durko jamming away, it's on the side of the net and it's pulled free by CBC with Mullen. Mullen tries to feed one up. Instead, it's picked off again by Mindman. He just sends it right back in. Couple guys on. Avina Voley was looking for the centering feed as Arnold was out of his net. He had Ewing Jr. wide open the slot, just couldn't get it there. Now here comes CBC trying to get anything that they can going. Robert Kelly battling away down low. Here's Mullen now. Cycles again. Back door. Quick opportunity. Quick shot goes wide. Thought he had him beat. A little bit of an illusion. Almost looked like the puck went in as Mueller fired it wide. Here comes Fair. Avina Voley now at the top of the circle. Makes a couple moves. Avina Voley. Quick shot. Blocked in front by Mullen. It goes into the corner. Avina Voley now. Fair. Fair at the top of the circle. Looking for J.P. Montgomery, couldn't find him. CBC gets one out again. Would have a 3-on-1 if they could have held that puck a little longer, but it's a little far out of the reach. Mears now. Napier. There's Mullen on. He just can't corral it. He came in before the puck. Couldn't corral the pass from Napier, and he came in offside.
Yeah, be careful on the lines, and both of these teams have just been a little bit questionable on some of these entries, but I think right now what CBC needs to focus on is just getting back to their game, simpling it down, and still a little bit focused on throwing those big hits. And you still got a game tomorrow, but you should be playing both these games like there's nothing going on if you lose. So
blown up by a reverse hit by Gasov, and here comes Powers in for Chaminade. Powers now, starting feed, Montgomery on the back end. Backdoor feed, he's hooked up, and penalty coming to CBC. Minded, shot from the point. Deflected wide and backhand through his legs, looking for a centering feed with Scroops. No one there. And Chaminade again is going to go back to the power play. Napier's going to sit. He was close to slamming his stick on the glass there, but held up.
He just threw it into the corner of the box there. He was not happy. But the stick was caught in there, and that's going to be a hook every time.
Pretty cool stick, though, if I will say myself.
Cost probably about $500.
Yep.
We saw 2 broken sticks last night.
Yeah.
So
there's $1,000 right there.
out the window.
Yep. It's an expensive sport, folks.
Avina Volley to take the face off against Blanchard. Tied up one back, Power. Power now dances back up to the blue line. Toss her feet over to Mindman, bounces over a stick. He's going to take it down low. Mindman looking for options, still looking. Trying to take it for a tour, sticked away by Mears, but it comes right back up to Power. Back over to Power. A little bit of a miscommunication with Montgomery. Now Power, down low. Backdoor feed looking for a Vinioli, and it goes wide. Cycling around backhander, another shot goes wide from Mindman. Avina Volley again looking for Power at the point. Power dancing away, takes a couple whacks. Still stays with it though. Now Mindman, shot towards the net. Arnold saw it all the way and swallowed up the rebound. .357 to go here in the second. Minute 20 to go on the CBC power play.
Chaminade power play.
Chaminade power play, CBC penalty kill.
Happens the best.
Face off to the blocker side of Arnold. One back by CBC, shot the length by Nadeau. That's the first time they were even able to clear. Mindman's going to slow things down on the power play for just a second. Now they'll come back up with Power. Power pulls up, grooves now. Mindman at the point. Montgomery near side, top of the circle, goes off the stick and into the corner. But Avina Volley's still there. Montgomery picks it up in the corner now. Cycles it down low. Proves. Avina Volley with it now. Power on the far side, up to the point for Mindman. Shot from Mindman from the point. Swallowed up by the glove of Arnold, but I'm not sure if he even knew he had it.
Oh, there's going to be some.
Someone's probably going to go here. Avina Volley took a dump. And Andrew Mullen was getting in there too.
Doesn't look like we'll see anything here on this one.
Avina Volley was like wrapped around the waist though.
I think he was getting in trying to look for that loose puck when it got swallowed and disappeared for a minute.
It happens.
Gas off on the face-off for Chaminade against Blanchard for CBC. The glove side of Colby Arnold. Blanchard wins it back. Off the glass, unable to clear those. Karcher holds it in, puts it to the far side. Farrell trying to get there. And Mears chips it out. Chance for CBC. And a good defense from Karcher. Sticking the puck away from Robert Kelly, who was in one-on-one. Here's Fair. Fair dances around one, tripped up, no call. Got away with one there for sure. Backhander, saved by Arnold. As Eric Ewing Jr. was it all alone. They're Chaminade. CBC's lucky they're not going down to a 5-on-3 here, though. Started back up by Chaminade. Karcher into the skates. They might have been offsides there, yeah. It went into the skates of Tyler Williamson. Let Fair getting in a little early. And Napier back to full strength. Napier's penalty is over. CBC killed it off. Face off one back. Into the CBC end now. Right back up to center ice. Near side now. Here's Briggs. Demko rather. Quick shot from Durko. Rebound, no one there. CBC with it now in their own end. No help. Throwing his hand up was Mangelsdorf, and here they come. Opportunity for CBC, and they're going to be offsides.
Zone entry has been sloppy for CBC here, really, in this second period as a whole. Getting ahead of themselves and ahead of their offense, just not helping the fact that they're still, with less than 2 minutes to play here in the second, still don't have double-digit shots.
21-9 are the shots in the favor of Chaminade, and they still lead 1-0 with 1:59 to go here in the second. Lineman on the breakout. Here's Demko. Demko still battling away from the Chaminade bench. Here's Bates. Bates puts one in deep. CBC going to do anything they can now, try to get something, anything set up. Rakert, it's stolen away from Oles, takes out our scorekeeper as he came up and over the glass.
Didn't even know it.
Landed right next to him.
Didn't even flinch either.
Really got to credit, though, that Arnold and CBC defensively have been doing a really good job of keeping them in this game. I mean, despite it kind of seeming like it's been all Chaminade and they could be leading 5-0 right now, but Arnold's kept them in. The defense has done a good job. Now we just got to continue to work out the kinks here on offense.
Blanchard shot just flickles wide as a stick goes flying in the air. Rubes now. Colin Rubes, 4-on-3. Comes Chaminade. Rubes looking for options. Back door, looking for power. Can't get it to him. Centering feed, no one there. Rubes, one-time shot, spun around and swallowed up by Colby Arnold.
Yeah, I don't hate that shot, but in a play like that, I know you're trying to you seem like you don't get a lot of options. I think Rubes pulled that out towards the point, set up that offensive pressure. I've always been a preacher of just setting up that offensive zone, setting up the pressure. That's going to give you your best looks.
Left side of Arnold. Linesman's going to push a few guys back. One back by CBC. Nadeau tries to chip it out. Not sure what the hands were up for Chaminade.
It's not delay a game in this one. It's not even delay a game in college.
I was to say, if there's not in college, there certainly isn't in high school.
Yeah.
The flag of CBC is over the boards, over the glass.
Love it.
This off one by Blanchard. Held in at the point, though, by Mindman. He goes all the way down low. Gas off there, but can't get as a Jorgoff for us. Now Gas off down behind the net. Has power center ice. Stick gives it off to Carter. One-time feed gets deflected high. Battling away in the near side corner. High cross check thrown by Nadeau. Sticked in, though, by Blanchard. First one to it, Carter for Chaminade. Blanchard finishes his check. Comes up. Good play by Mullen. Centering feed, no one there. Again, a Jerder now near side. He's down low. No one really covered for him at the point. And now they do. As the Chaminade faithful make noise with 36 seconds to go here in the second. And here comes Power. Power tripped up right in front of the officials, and they're going to get that one. As Karcher's going to circle one back, he'll get that extra skater. Remember, they will have fresh ice to start the third, assuming they don't score right here with 20 seconds to go.
Well, if I'm Chaminade right now, I'm just wasting this clock in a full 2 minutes to
what
start
I'm
out the
doing.
third.
Sticked up, they're going to swing right back. Battling away, sent down low, looking for a Vina volley. So they're going to have 1 minute and 52 seconds in the second, assuming they don't score with the 8.4 they have. Or in the third, I mean.
If it was me personally, you're playing possession right in the middle and just trying to hold on to that puck for the rest of the period. You get a full 2 to start out the third period, but you get as much as you can. Not much they can do, kind of force the move up. You don't hate it, don't love it. I mean, that's just how it works sometimes, but they still get plenty of time come the third period unless they can pull something off here. But me personally, you got a 1-0 lead, get a chance to go back in the locker room. I'm just pulling this out and keeping the possession. Don't want to force anything. Don't make it challenging on yourself because you never know. I mean, obviously, I don't think CBC is going to rush back, but it's not worth the effort right now. Might as well get something so you can set up time.
Quick shot off the face-off by Fair, just goes high. Near side Karcher, 4 seconds ago. Shot kicked away by Arnold. One more chance if Mindman can get it off, but it's blocked right at the buzzer by Henry Larrigan. And that's going to do it for the second. So Chaminade will have 1 minute and 52 seconds of power play time on fresh ice. Now, that doesn't always mean great things just because the ice is fresh, especially when these two teams aren't used to it. But they're having a conference in front of the benches like they're not expecting them to do the ice right now. I guess
they should be doing the ice. I don't know why they wouldn't be.
I don't think they're doing the ice.
All right. They might not because of the time restrictions. I don't know if that's what it is, but it's already 7:30, but they do have an hour still until next puck drop. So,
and again, one of the people in the penalty box is pointing up here. We'll take a break while they sort everything out. Period 3 comes up next.
Money decisions aren't always easy. That's why Vantage delivers confidence, services, and support to reach your financial goals. With a Vantage checking account, you'll enjoy convenient account access with powerful digital banking and branches across the St. Louis metro. Plus, benefits like 30,000 no-fee ATMs nationwide, cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and shopping discounts. We put you first because Vantage is truly your credit union. Get to know us at vcu.com or a branch in your community. Membership eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
When young athletes get hurt, fast care matters. At WashU Medicine Orthopedics, same-day walk-in care is available for injuries that happen both on and off the ice. With 12 area locations and 4 walk-in clinics, doctors here care for athletes at every level, from peewee to pro. Big hits, hard falls, get expert care, and get back in the game. WashU Medicine Orthopedics, team physicians for the St. Louis Blues, and you. Search WashU Medicine Ortho online. That's WashU Medicine Ortho.
Kenny Reinhold is a trusted real estate advisor with 21 years of experience and a proud sponsor of our MidStates playoff broadcast. Kenny is the #1 agent at the Central.
So no fresh ice for the third. But Chaminade still has a minute 52 left on their power play. Mullins sitting for 2 for tripping. Face off one back by CBC all the way back. Mears be smart. Instead, he's going to turn around and shovel it. Instead, Vinavoli gloves down the blue line. Shot by Vinavoli. Oh, might have been blocked by Powers. Crossing across the crease. He might have had Arnold beat if it didn't hit him. Mindman. Montgomery. Dishes it back off to Mindman, who's going to take it down for a toward near side. Quick shot blocked. Rubes up to Montgomery, far side point. Powers back door wide open. Shot! Montgomery scores! From the circle, it's 2-0 power play goal for Chaminade.
Colby Arnold wants a goalie interference. I don't think he's going to get it. He didn't even see that shot, didn't even react to it. Fired down low, getting through it. J.P. Montgomery from the circle, recognized how many bodies were in front, shot it along the ice, and not even a chance for Arnold to react to it. Couldn't even drop down quick enough.
And just like that, in back-to-back nights, the louder crowd has been silenced. CBC came in here blaring those vuvuzelas, and they have not heard a peep
Mangelsdorf, a couple moves, tries to throw a verse in on Karcher down low. Mangelsdorf still with it, near side corner, centering feed. Becker, turnaround shot, save, still loose, jamming away. They blew the whistle early. And Bates is taken to the ice.
Still covered up, though. So maybe a little early, but just kind of before the inevitable, I guess.
And it looked like that puck was bouncing around in front of McNamee outside his pads.
They were still battling at it, and he shoved it down. So I think it might have been a quick whistle, but don't get me wrong, he would have still covered it up anyway.
Well, Chaminade wants Colby Arnold to know whose fault it is that they scored.
I think one guy's suit is beer.
I think you would be right.
I love it.
Mangelsdorf, quick shot off the faceoff, blocked in the corner. Swung around the glass by Vinavoli.
I need to know where he got that suit.
Over the stick of a Jerder. Picked up by Larrigan down low. Chipped out. Trader. Trader still with it. Trying to get something going for CBC. Trader now in the center ice, crossing the blue line. Has Mangelsdorf with him. Good stick from Fair. And it comes out. And Mangelsdorf's not happy. Slams his stick as he's going back to the bench. Couple whacks between Kamen and Mangelsdorf. Still, that puck still jammed away in front of the CBC bench. Mangelsdorf picks it up outside the red line. Shot the length, but no icing. Picked up by Karcher. Big strong breakout pass looking for Williamson. CBC puts it right back in deep. Kamen. Can't get there. Crowley. Centering feed. Piasecki can't get a stick to it. Nadeau Sends it back down low. Fanned-on pass. Centering feed, no one there. He might have been looking for Piasecki, but just put it way too far in front of him.
I think he wanted that wraparound chance, too, and rolled off his toe.
Williamson looking for Beckham. Billmeyer back door, just put it a little too far behind him. Piasecki chips one out, just gets outside the blue line. Right back to Karcher. He's going to throw it right back into the far side corner. Nadeau battling away with Williamson. He's the first one there. All alone right up front. Puck goes, it's off the side of the net. Still battling away down low. Comes out to the far side for Crowley. Mindman and Nadeau battle away. Here's Mindman. Top of the slot. Shot. He scores. What a blast! Charles Mindman with an absolute rocket from the top of the circle. It's 3-0 CBC, and that might be the dagger. Chaminade, rather.
What a blast! Mindman walks it in just barely below the top of the circle, and he slammed it home. I don't even know if he had anyone in front. That was just a howitzer on its way through. What a shot. No chance for Arnold to get that glove up in time. It just might be, of course, you never know, but with how this game has been going, if you're following the trends and they usually keep going in games like this, that just might be wraps.
Yeah, that was an absolute howitzer to beat Arnold and pop his bottle to put Chaminade up 3-0.
You got to give it to Arnold. He's played very strong tonight, but most of the shots he's getting beaten by have just been perfect.
And been really good shots. Not much. He's had an excellent game, but, I mean, how are you stopping that?
Napier just has to shovel into the far side corner. Might have been trying to take a shot, but Montgomery got to stick to it. Now Napier down low trying to cycle with Bates. But Montgomery's there first for Chaminade. Sticked up looking for Gassoff at the point. And Reckert has to play it back for Mueller. Mears. Mueller. Napier on the breakout now, 1-on-4. Napier tries to dance through it. It's just easily sticked away by Montgomery. Napier's been very quiet tonight for CBC, as have the rest of the Cadets. Gassoff, centering feed. Good dish off by Rubes, looking for power and just gets away from him. Gassoff now down low, has Rubes in the middle. And now Power. Kamen. Near side now. Quick shot. Looking for a deflection. Might have been blocked by Gassoff out in front. Looking for Rubes on the one-timer. Was Gassoff. Couldn't get it. Rubes now down low. Looking for options. Hooked up a little by Mears. Rubes still looking for options. Looking. Surveying. Tried to find Power center ice. Gets deflected in the corner. Powers tries to cycle it low. And Bates just tries to clear the zone and eventually does. Gets past the stick of Matthew Clark and out, and Kamen's going to bring it right back in for Chaminade. Tried to leave it off for Powers. A little bit of miscommunication, but Powers got there anyway and cycles it down low. Mears chips one off the glass. CBC trying to get something going with Blanchard now. Blanchard has a little speed. Near side, Blanchard shot good. Stick. That's Chaminade defenseman Matthew Clark, and it goes up and out of play.
Just an excellent job, well-timed, stuck with it. News a little beat on the speed, kind of baited him in to take that shot and just slotted that stick in just in time. Really good play there by the defenseman.
Blanchard got rode around on the boards after the whistle and gave a little cross-check right behind the back of the official. That's why he's not going to be thrown to the box.
Pick your times to do it. Chipped up by Karcher. Potential break if Demko can get there, and he can. He's got two. Demko, score. What a diving effort on defense from Henry Larrigan. Shot the length of the ice. It's going to go all the way down for an icing. The third period is brought to you by Benet Kelly Insurance Agency, proudly serving the St. Louis area for more than 75 years. Visit benet-kelly.com for more information. And also, the Mid-States Hockey Playoffs are brought to you by Mattingly Lumber, Vantage Credit Union, WashU Medicine Orthopedics, Kenny Reinhold at FindUsStLouisHome.com, and by Benet Kelly Insurance Agency. Face off from the glove side of Colby Arnold. On back by Vina Volley. Quick shot from Karcher, gets through, but Arnold swallows it up.
CBC has got to find something. They've only got one shot here in this period, and they have just got nothing going whatsoever. I'm pretty sure McNamee's really bored back there.
Well, understandably so, because his team is just laying down the hammer right now.
Yeah, it's hard to stay locked in when you keep yawning, I'll tell you that much.
Down low, fair shot out, looking for a Vina Volley in the center ice, but instead it gets away and it comes all the way back out. Karcher now. Cross ice to Fair. Avina Volley's going to take it back inside the red line. And then somehow there's no call here, as Mullen just absolutely cross-checks Karcher from the back with the puck nowhere near. And he's hard. He can't even get off the ice. Mullen, centered feet. Oh, had Kelly on the backhand if he could corral it, but he couldn't. But realistically, CBC probably shouldn't even have that chance because they should be on the penalty kill. That's a tough one. It was right in front of the official, too.
Well, Allman got away with a couple hacks, too. Two-hand and some shin pads belonging to the CBC captain.
Gonna let them both play. Good cross-ice feed now from Mangelsdorf. It bounces away from him. Allman tries to stick it by. Picked up by Mullen. Mullen backhand feed. Was looking for Trader, but couldn't get it. And here comes Montgomery, 1-on-3. 2-on-3 now. He's got Williamson. He's going to cycle it down to him. Centering feed. Looking for Billmeyer. Couldn't quite get there to him. CBC just trying to get anything at all whatsoever going. As Mears knocks it down. He's hooked up trying to get the puck out, but
not enough in there,
nope,
not enough time.
Not at all. Mangelsdorf as Trader was absolutely blown up behind the play. Cleanly, might I add. What a hit on Nadeau.
Oh my God, he laid him out. I think we know.
I think we do. Yeah, this Chaminade just chanting scoreboard now. There's not really much else you have to say.
Nope.
CBC can't say much back. They trail 3-0. Chaminade leads in shots too, 24-10.
Hey, they're keeping the energy going. That's what you like to see. 3-0, 9 minutes to go. They're still bringing it.
Face off one back by Chaminade. Came in now. The power on the near side. Backhands one up to Rubes. He's got gas off with him if they hurry 2-on-1, but Rubes just had to pull up.
Playing 4-on-4 right now. There's a scrub behind the play.
As Piasecki is just going at it with Kamen. Power now. Centering feed looking for Gasoff. Gets away. Piasecki's now up high. And here's Mangelsdorf. 2-on-3 now. 3-on-3. Dropped off. Quick shot turned away by McNamee. He's still sharp even though he hasn't seen much. Check back out to center ice where Larrigan's going to pick it up and skate it behind the net. He gives it up to Gasoff. Oh, he put it off the back of the net trying to center where Powers was all alone. Still battling in the corner. Dumped right back around by Larrigan. And off the boards by Mueller, trying to find a stretch feed. As Blanchard was streaking, he was just out of the reach and goes to length for an icing. 7:57 to go here in the third. CBC is quickly running out of time.
Yeah, quickly, I think, is an understatement right now. 3-0, and now you're looking. I don't know if the situation you're in will even warrant a goaltender pull right now, even with 3 left, and you still got tomorrow to go. So last thing you want to do is continue to give up more, and then morale just drops on down and down. So got to play it safe. There's a lot more things that are going to go into this now for CBC because you got another game to think about. It's not just worrying about the end of your season today.
Good stick by Bates out of the air. Takes one in himself. Shot kicked away by McNamee. Couldn't find it at first. It was right under his pad, and then he was eventually able to swallow it up. It's a few extracurriculars go on in the corner. All Chaminade has to do here is just not retaliate. Don't do anything stupid. And you pretty much can probably seal this one away.
They're talking right now to Napier, just saying, hey, settle down a little bit, buddy. It's all right. We're just having fun.
Frustration starting to certainly boil over.
And here's the thing. They got all lefties right now on the ice for CBC.
Interesting. Quick shot at the face-off. McNamee was way out of position. If Blanchard could have got that on net, that was going in.
I don't know how that works, because that's not supposed to work with 5 guys all left-handed, and they still want it back to the right spot.
Bates now in the corner. Sent down low by to Napier. By Blanchard. Blanchard now up to the point for a Jerder. Now to Blanchard on the far side in front of the bench. He's going to cycle it right back down low to Bates. Bates behind the net. Looking for anything. Centering for Blanchard. Goes through the skates. And now Chaminade takes it right back. 2-on-2 good stick away from a Jerder. And Bates picks it up on the back check. Could have been too many for Chaminade. Good stick from One of their defensemen, Bates, spins around and fires it just wide. Napier now at the point. Flutters one towards the net, and McNamee just stands up and catches it right out of the air. As Mangelsdorf has a few words with Allman in front of the net.
Don't hate that at all. At this point, you're just trying to get something towards the net. You got to get him started. That was a really good job moving it low.
Yeah, 6:50 to play, and
just kind of get something to the net, get it going, get something rolling.
Get some momentum heading into tomorrow. You don't want to head into tomorrow on a downturn, especially with your season being on the line.
Face off one back by Chaminade with 6:45 to go in the skates at the point. They just have to send it right back in. Allman's going to pick it up in the near side corner, battling away with Carson Trader. Still battling away. A couple cross checks thrown now. They're still going to let him go unless it's too egregious. Montgomery wraps one around looking for Fair, chips one off the boards, but not out. And now Fair's able to stick it out, ties one up, and throws a little bit of a high hit. He kind of got his hands right up in the face of,
I think they're trying to say that hold on the stick, high stick, whatever it may be. CBC coaches are livid.
Yeah, they might have a beef on that one. Avina Volley trying to go cross ice, but it's picked off. Looking for Mangelsdorf. CBC sticks it in, trying to dance around one, but Mangelsdorf picks it up. Backhand feed. Oh, it bounces over the stick. 7 feet turn. They just can't get all of it. As Becker was all alone in the slot, he put it wide. The point, Mears shot kicked away by McNamee. Penalty coming to Chaminade. And I'm not sure if they're both going to go or not.
It's going to go on Connor Kamen. I think he's going to be the only one going here.
Kamen.
Yeah, he is.
As he just took down Kelly right in the slot. This isn't what you want to do if you're Chaminade. One goal for CBC quick and give them some more momentum. It's going to be a hold on Kamen.
Well, this is something to give them a little bit of speed moving forward.
Yeah, they're looking for something here. They've got 2 minutes. Get some offensive pressure. Put some shots on Magny. He's been not tested enough tonight with 13 shots on net by CBC.
The CBC first power play here, and they have yet to even score on the power play here in this postseason.
Napier. Mears battles a blue line. Here comes a shorthanded chance for Hrubes, and he just shoots it in.
He didn't have the angle, and that's the right play right there.
That was a very smart play from Hrubes. Mullen takes a little bit of a slash from Williamson, not enough. Napier now on the near side. CBC, this might be what they need to finally be able to set something up. Sicked away down low, Bates. Picked off by Karcher, and he shoots at the length of the ice. 5:20 to go in the third. Minute and a half still on the CBC power play. Mears. Up to Mullen now. Got Bates with him too. Tries to get it to him. Instead just goes right to the stick of Karcher. A little bit of a careless pass. He just shoots at the length of the ice. And 4 new penalty killers will come on for Chaminade. Mears tries to back in one across to Napier. It's picked off by Power, and he shoots it in deep.
Chaminade, remember too, they're also 100% on the penalty kill here in this postseason as well.
Blanchard now. Chase Blanchard crossing the line in. Now into the Chaminade zone. Tries to put one up to the point. This power play, their penalty kill is just so tight. Closing down all the lanes that they possibly can.
Excellent job, the positioning, and also a really good job recognizing the play.
Puck comes out to Bates. Near side tried to drag one towards the net. Miscommunication from Blanchard on the near side. Thought Mears was at the point, and he let it go, and it came out. 4:16 to go in the third. 28 seconds now left on the CBC power play. Mangelsdorf now behind the CBC net as they look to set something up. Quickly running out of time here.
Can't take too much time setting things up behind your net.
Mangelsdorf just puts it a little out front of Becker. Goes off his stick and in. Getting hooked up like crazy is Allman. Some Chaminade players want to call, but they're not going to get it.
The way he is moving his arms and to not allow that stick to drop, it wasn't being held in there.
As Chaminade's now back to full strength as Kamen streaks for. Now they've got way too many. They've got too many still.
Miscommunication.
There are 6 jerseys.
Yep, Kamen was skating back to acting like he was going to go to the bench, which caused Demko to jump over. But then Kamen bailed on the bench and came right back out, and Demko didn't go back to the bench either. So,
got to recognize that.
So just like that, one penalty ends and another one back up. But 3:38 to go. CBC, if they want to get any chance to get back into this one, they got to win this faceoff and score.
Okay, I'm sorry, but whoever's writing the signs for Chaminade, give it up, dude. It's an awful handwriting. I'm not saying mine's any better, but you can't have that handwriting like that for a sign.
Chami's on fire. Your defense is terrified.
I mean, at least you can read it, but it's got to at least sound look a little better.
Hey,
You know?
hey, man, not everybody's got great handwriting. You can't always help that.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not going to say I'm not. Just saying maybe step it up a little bit more.
Chaminade waving those towels. If you're watching on the YouTube stream, you can see it.
I hope you kind of feel it a little bit.
They feel a little breeze coming this way.
I love it.
Ref's still sorting a few things out. Chaminade still needs to put someone in the box. They once again have 6 skaters on the ice.
They're going to get a second one.
Wait a minute.
And now they're going to say no.
Did they not catch they didn't catch the too many men.
No, hold on. No, they did.
They were, one of the officials was circling his hand like the too many men. There should be no explanation for this. There's too many men. There's too many men.
It doesn't matter if he's coming back from the box or not.
He bailed. He went back into the zone too. He didn't go to the bench. He went to about the face-off down in front of the bench and dipped into the zone.
What are they saying?
There should be no reason that CBC's not back on. I know you have to remain neutral, but that's just a bad call.
Yeah, that is a bad call.
I would love to hear that conversation between the official and CBC's coaching staff.
Because Spent the linesman in front of the Chaminade bench signaled for too many men.
I saw him mouth too many.
Yeah. Up to the point now, CBC flutters one towards that. Bagelsdorf on the back door to flex one in. CBC gets one back. 3:29 to go. They're down 3-1 now.
Well, that power play'd be over. For what it's worth.
You always get one back. That's what you need. This is exactly what they need. A nice play off the draw, fired it down low, and that's what happens sometimes. You get some of those good shots on, and a nice juicy rebound kicked out, buried perfectly.
That's exactly what CBC needs. They're probably out of time for tonight, but they needed to get some sort of momentum offensively heading into tomorrow. They can brainstorm, they can get back onto the whiteboard and figure out what they can do against Chaminade.
They got some momentum now. You're thinking if they can get any kind of possession for the next probably 30 seconds, they're getting Arnold out of the net. Because now you're in that position to do it. Icing's not going to help you out, but no icing. I missed it.
Right up to the point. Picked up by Mears in the CBC end. Chips one to Piasecki. Deflects one in. If he would have turned, he might have been hit. Piasecki sends one to the ice. Still up with it behind the net. Trying to center. Down low now.
They're looking.
Thornhill and Mindman.
They're looking. They got some zone time. Not going to be now, though. It's Chaminade breaking out. But next time they get into the offensive zone, Arnold's coming out of that net.
Up by Mindman. Glove down by Mullen. Here comes Karcher. It's Rader. And there he goes to the bench. Arnold, extra skater for CBC. The net's empty. Power's just going to try to shoot at the length. Goes past the stick. No icing. Deflected.
Got deflected off the high stick. But hey, it's not an icing if it deflects off the high stick.
Nope. Robert Kelly now cycles one back. Mullen. Quickly running out of time. 2:14 to go now in the third.
You got to play this quick. It's got to be simple breakout from here. You got to run a power play with slightly less ice.
Napier sticks it away from Avina Volley, shoots one in deep. Blanchard trying to get there first, but Allman will beat him to it. Good positioning. Bates, puck comes out now. Shot from the point by Mullen, blocked away by Bates. All right. Allman shot the length of the ice. Will it go? It will. Icing on the cake for Chaminade tonight. That's going to do it. Nail in the coffin, 4-1 over CBC with a minute 49 to go.
It's a tough one, but a nice spin around, and I'm not sure what they're arguing here. I didn't see much in that play, but they're not happy.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily be happy either if I was down by 3 goals here
and they are filing out quickly. Oh my! Got to make room for the next guys up. I believe Marquette's going to be on that side.
Yeah, I would think so too.
Mass
The Smets going to
exodus.
take this near side.
Wow, that truly is max exodus. Everyone's leaving. Got to hit parking lot quickly, get on Casino Drive and get out of here. Open up the parking lot for the rest of them.
Chaminade saying we will see you guys tomorrow.
It's going to be a fun one tomorrow night.
Shot right back in deep, minute 35 to go now. As why again, you don't usually say that it's saved by McNamee in front. You don't usually say the chance that a student section's making, but CBC is pretty. That's pretty good.
That's nice.
See,
I got a feeling that's not. I will say though, that's kind of out. That's kind of like just like right there.
Yeah, that's right there.
It's on a silver platter.
It's funny though. It
is funny. It's funny.
But you only get one spot to use it in.
Oh yeah,
Like,
and it works.
Wow, they are really filing out of here.
I guess you get two if a CBC player was ejected.
Yeah. Archer flips one up the near side to Williamson. Rubes wants it on the near side. Rubes. That's still empty. Rubes will just funnel it towards the net and score.
That desperation time still, I guess.
Just like that. Now it's 5-1 Chaminade. And if that last empty net goal didn't seal it, that one certainly did.
Didn't even notice it, gotta be honest. Didn't even notice
the game was so empty. Far over.
The play wasn't just like, you couldn't even notice by the play that it was 6-on-5. But Rubes will take it.
Yes, he will. Give him one more playoff goal. McNamee down in his own net, just trying to stay warm in case he gets one more shot in this next minute 16. Shots 26-15 in favor of Chaminade. CBC comes in now. Demko stripped it away at the blue line. Sent right back in by Piasecki. And there's a minute left in this third period. Chaminade leading 3-1. A broken stick for Payman. He's got to let go. He's still playing with the stick.
That's a penalty.
Yeah, Thurston going to call it. I mean, he's going over there to call it.
Game. Got to drop the stick, man. Got to drop the stick.
Payman's got his hands up. I mean, that's a...
Got to drop the stick.
That's the rule.
He's going to leave it there and try and make it
still. I didn't have it. I was just standing up on the boards. I didn't have it.
Even the refs are laughing about it. I love it. He doesn't have a stick to shove the button down now.
So he'll sit for 56 seconds, assuming that CBC doesn't score one more here. Delay a game, the call.
They won't really need a stick either. He's only got 56 seconds left, and if they score, he's going to get a nice way to get out. So
Majorder sends it back down low. Mahino, Crowley rather. Their side now. Becker, shot by Becker, turned away. Crowley now with 38 to go up to the point. Piasecki. Crowley. Becker. Piasecki again on the near side point, cycling it back down to Becker. Becker looking for a shot, puts it down low anyways. To Crowley. Back up to Piasecki. Shot deflected, still loose. Jammed away, and they score again. It's Ryan Mueller on the bouncing puck with 20 seconds to go, and a power play goal for CBC, and it's 5-2 now in favor of Chaminade.
The lone CBC fans that are left.
That's just nice front presence out in front. Ryan Mueller just battling away and shot in. And nice Barry just sticking out in front of the net. You'll take the consolation goal here to close it out, as this place is slowly filling up with some Jesuit boys as well here.
Yeah, they're all waiting to take over the Chaminade student section as soon as they file out in about 15 seconds. Williamson now for Chaminade. Williamson now with it still with 9 to go. Williamson shot. Arnold bobbles it. Might have gone off the mask.
Right off the dome for the final. I'd imagine his final save of the game.
Now Les Chaminade wins one back. Takes a quick wrister off the faceoff.
Now, earlier this year, we got to see the Smith student section in a very interesting spot as they overtook the MICDS student section during the MICDS John Burroughs game at Afton. And we're joining in on MICDS's side.
3, 2, and 1, and that's going to do it for challenge game, semifinal game number 1. Chaminade is victorious in this one, 5-2 over CBC.
It was a really good game overall played by Chaminade, and you got to hand it to CBC with a couple of nice defensive plays, but they just couldn't get anything going, and I think the physicality kind of wore them down a little quickly, and that's why Chaminade, they withstand it withstood it, I should say, and did an excellent job just taking the punches, throwing up the blocks, sticking with it. And they come out with a really, really well-played game. And that's how a lot of these games will go. You want to throw the body, you want to get physical, but it's just not working out, and that's what happened here.
Well, Marquette and DeSmet will come up here in just a few short moments. Puck drop set for about 32 minutes from now as both teams' fans will file out. Let DeSmet and Marquette fans file in as semifinal game number 2 is on deck. Jacob Stonek will be doing play-by-play for that one. And in just about a half an hour, this Mid-States hockey playoff games were brought to you by Mattingly Lumber, Vantage Credit Union, Wash U Medicine Orthopedics, Kenny Reinhold at FindUsStLouisHome.com, and by Benet Kelly Insurance Agency. Our next Mid-States playoff broadcast is in about 31 minutes. We'll go live in about
15 minutes, actually, 8:15.
Yeah, that's my fault. I was thinking 8:30, so about 15 minutes. So while we're waiting, while we're getting set up for that one, enjoy this interview on KLIS. Tune in to 590 KLIS for an interview with Cam Jansen and Jim Hayes that they did earlier this week with Mid-States Club Hockey Association President Craig Radlin. So enjoy that while we get set up for game number 2. We'll talk to you in just a few moments.